Greetings everyone, my name is Jan and I live in the southeast of Tasmania. And before we begin, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners of this land, the Maluukadi people of the southeast nation of Lutruwita, and to pay my respects to the elders past and present. And now I'd like to welcome you all to our Southern Hemisphere Order of Bards, Ovates and Druids Winter Solstice ceremony. And the ceremony today is brought to you by the Mornington Oak Circle Seed Group, based in an area on the Mornington Peninsula in Victoria, with help from some of us other Australian OBOD members. And now it's my pleasure to introduce you to Sarah.
Hi, everybody. My name is Sarah, and I'm one of the founders of the Mornington Oak Circle Seed Group. We'd also like to invite Sarah Jane as well.
Hi, I'm Sarah Jane. I'm another of the founders, along with Sarah, of the Mornington Seed Group here for OBOD. So welcome tonight to everyone.
Before we begin, as Jan has very kindly done for her local area, you might not be aware that it is protocol in Australia to recognise the traditional owners of the lands on which we gather, or in this case, are streaming from, and this is called an acknowledgement of country. Our seed group resides on the land of the Bunurong people, land that stretches from the Werribee River in the northwest down to Wilson's Promontory in the southeast, encompassing Port Phillip Bay, Western Port Bay, and the Mornington Peninsula.
We would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of various lands by which we all meet this evening. And as Sarah's already said, we host on our ritual land that's of the Bunurong people of the Kulin Nation. This land was never ceded. We acknowledge the deep and abiding connection to the land, waters and skies that the Bunurong people have to this special place. We pay our respects to the elders past, present and emerging.
We thought we'd share a little bit about our local area before we begin the ritual. As our name suggests, the Mornington Oak Circle Seed Group is based on the Mornington Peninsula, which is southeast of Melbourne in Victoria, an area abundant in the beauty of nature. From our coastlines, our bays, parklands and beaches, we're a favoured destination for people all over to visit.
For those of us who are lucky enough to call it home, it is a very special place, one that feels the change of seasons strongly, from the biting cold of winter to the drying heat of summer, and the glorious changes in between, evident in our flora, from the deep reds and oranges of the autumn to the abundance of blossoms and foliage in the spring.
We are also blessed with an abundance of wildlife, possums and sugar gliders, koalas, wallabies and kangaroos, echidnas and wombats, along with a vast number of native birds calling our area home. We are also surrounded by two bays, the Port Phillip and the Western Port, which many marine animals inhabit, the Australian fur seals, bottlenose dolphins, fairy penguins, as well as whales on their migratory journey to warmer waters, many of which have been visiting our waters recently in the last few days. There's been quite a lot of whale activity. Wildlife preservation is taken very seriously here.
One such location of interest here is the Briars, part wildlife sanctuary, part historical homestead. It is a beautiful conservation park that is host to many environmentally focused events, including Environmental Week for the local schools to attend, and it's open to the public to enjoy and to learn.
Our first meeting and subsequent decision to form our seed group came from a meeting and walk at the Briars, and we included the oak in our name not only for the Druid tradition, but to honour the oaks that call the Briars home.
The Briars is also one of many sacred sites and cultural locations on the peninsula for the Bunurong people. Others include Arthur's Seat, the mountain that rises majestically above the surrounding landscape overlooking Port Phillip Bay, believed to be one of the key locations of the Aboriginal creation stories in the area, said to be a place where ancestral spirits reside, watching over the land and its people.
Another is Cape Schanck, located at the southernmost tip of the peninsula. It is at this place the peninsula meets Bass Strait. The First Nations people view Cape Schanck as a spiritual gateway where the land meets the sea. Many legends and stories surround this site, including stories around the shaping of the coastline and its features.
There are a great many other cultural important sites all over the peninsula, including ceremonial grounds and middens, ancient refuse heaps that contain artefacts such as shells and bones. These sites help to preserve the heritage and ongoing connection of the Bunurong and other First Nations people to the land.
Winter is a peaceful time of year here for us on the peninsula. The bustle of the warmer months fade, and those who are visited during that time of long return home. And although the winter is often brisk, the winter sun loves to visit. And like moths to a flame, many of us rug up. For non-Aussies, that means to put on the coats and things and head outside to enjoy it. A glorious sunny winter's day is a perfect opportunity for a beach or parkland walk, taking in the peaceful beauty of the flora at rest, many dormant at this time, or spotting the awakening of some of the local creatures whose hibernation has ended earlier than most.
In relation to the elements and their directions in tonight's ritual, in reflection of our geographic location, as well as how we feel our connection to the elements, our allocation of the elements to their directions are specific to us.
The south is where we receive much of our weather, the freshness of the air coming from Tasmania and beyond. And this time of year, the bite from Antarctica really makes itself known when stepping outdoors.
To the east of us is the beautiful migration path for many of the wonderful species of whale, the humpback, the southern lights as well as orcas travel from the Southern Ocean around Phillip Island at the entrance to Western Port Bay and off around the coast to warmer waters. In celebration of this yearly migration, Phillip Island hosts an annual whale festival just after Solstice, taking time to educate people and honour the path and journey of the whales.
To the north of us, as we are almost as southern as you can be on the mainland, stretches out the entire length of our country, the vast farmlands, forests, mountains, crops, into rainforests. Our warm and hot weather comes from the north. With it, during those warmer months, often brings the risk of bushfire. All Australians know of fire, and in our knowing is our understanding, not only of the dangers and destruction, but the respect for its ability for renewal and regeneration. It is in our respect that we work together with this energy.
To the west, the vast open expanse of our beautiful country rolls on. Again, as with the north, every type of landscape, including desert, spans the width between us and our western coast. It is with that vastness that we honour the element of earth to the west.
We could go on and on about our beautiful local area, but I think it's time to introduce our wonderful volunteers. We are a very small group here on the peninsula and are so thankful to be joined by many volunteers to help us with the ritual from all over Australia, including Tasmania, Adelaide in South Australia, Queensland and the Central Coast, and also from Wales as well today. Thank you so much, everybody.
Hi, I'm Deborah, and I'm coming to you from Cymru, from Wales today, and I will be taking the role of East.
Hi, I'm Ange, and I'm from Adelaide, the western coast of western beaches of Adelaide, which is Kaurna country, and today I'm taking the role of Fire.
Hi, I'm Andrea, and I live in Meningie, South Australia, overlooking beautiful Lake Albert, or Yali in Ngarrindjeri language, and I am taking the role of West.
Hi, my name's Chris. I come from the central coast of New South Wales in Wonanjini and Gurungai country, and I am taking the role of South.
And I'm Jan from Tasmania, and today I will be taking the part of the Mabon.
Let us begin. By the power of star and stone, by the power of the land within and without, by all that is fair and free, we welcome you to this rite of the winter solstice of the Southern Hemisphere order of Bards, Ovates and Druids.
We have come from east and west, north and south, to be here together for this gathering.
Let us take 3 breaths together with the earth beneath us, together with the sky above us, together within the sea around us.
With the blessings of earth, sea, and sky, may our ceremony begin.
O Spirit, we greet you and honour you and ask for your blessings. O spirits of this place, spirits of this circle, we ask for your blessings, your guidance, your inspiration on this our winter solstice ceremony.
Let us begin by giving peace to the quarters, for without peace can no work be. May there be peace in the south. May there be peace in the north. May there be peace in the west. May there be peace in the east. May there be peace throughout the whole land.
Let us join in this prayer that unites all Druids. Grant, O Spirit, thy protection, and in protection, strength, and in strength, understanding, and in understanding, knowledge, and in knowledge, the knowledge of justice, and in the knowledge of justice, the love of it, and in the love of it, the love of all existences, and in the love of all existences, the love of spirit and all goodness. Let all disturbing thoughts be laid aside.
The circle of our horizon, of our lives and the land, of time and of the year, of seasons and of goodness, of birth and of growing, of dying and of rebirth.
Let us mark out this circle with symbols of the season. The coastal banksia, utilised throughout history by the Bunurong and other First Nation people in their daily lives. Sweet syrup was made from the blossom for medical purposes, and the long brush-like flowers were also used as a tool for their painting. As much of the flora in the area is currently dormant, the coastal banksia flourishes this time of year from autumn throughout winter with its beautiful lime, green to yellow cylindrical flowers.
As this circle is cast, the enchantment of the apparent world subsides. We stand together in the eye of the sun, here and now, between past and future, the earth below us, the heavens above us, and the circle and sea around us. This is sacred time. This is sacred space.
Now let's bless this circle with water and with fire.
May our circle be blessed with the element of water.
May our circle be blessed with the element of fire.
We gather as equals in our physical form here upon the earth. Each presence is a blessing, and each breath we take, we breathe light and life into this circle.
Let the 4 directions be honoured, and let the gateways to the quarters be opened, that their power and radiance might enter our circle for the good of all beings.
We call upon the powers of the east and the element of water, to the humpback whale that journeys along the length of our coast to continue the circle of life, birthing their young in the warm waters of the north and then travelling back down to the vast, cool waters of the Southern Ocean, embracing the ebb and flow of the element of water.
We call upon the powers of the north and the element of fire, to the brown falcon, known as one of Australia's firehawks, that harnesses the power of fire to flush out its prey from the surrounding bush. Fire that has its own cycle of death, rebirth, and regeneration to our flora, our lands, and our spirit.
We call upon the powers of the west and the element of earth, to the short-beaked echidna that embraces the earth, burrowing down to make its home and gaining nourishment from insects that dwell beneath the surface. Echidna's cycle of life, it wakens in the time of the winter solstice, hibernating earlier in the year and reawakening from the depths of our Mother Earth to create new life during the winter months.
We call upon the powers of the south and the element of air, to the boobook owl that soars across the vast Bass Strait from their home in Tasmania to come to Victoria in the time of winter, to breed and continue the cycle of life. Soaring upon the fresh air and currents, they often make this journey without rest, harnessing the power of air to strengthen and guide their journey.
May the harmony of our circle be complete. Let us enter the rite of this celebration.
I would like to share a poem I've written for this time. It's about Arthur's Seat Mountain, which I can see from where I live next to the wetlands. Arthur's Seat on Alban, Arthan. Break of day emerges up and over Arthur's Seat. Mist snuggles the base of the mountain, while the peak hovers like a castle on a cloud of fairy tale pink. Eagles soar coupled regally above their lands, marshy bogs and hunting wetlands for millennia. The sustainable supply-fed myriad species grew them strong. Fishing in the cold, barefooted folk traipse back up the hill. Food for all around the fire, but the eagles won't join. Majestically they live on high with the gods and guides. Their fire is within, with their strong heart and watchful eye. The trees where they dwell for rest in the nest hold the wisdom, pulsing down into the mycorrhizal fungal networks of ancestral roots, sharing water, nutrients, information with neighbour trees. All species nurtured together in a still and silent dance of the forest. Like God and spirit, what is not seen is all-powerful. Winter fungi grows in the moist, damp bases of the trees, and beneath it networks scurry with life to nurse the weak and nurture saplings through the cold snap and across the seasons. The eagles and the firefolk knew. The rivers beneath the earth all knew. The limestone that filtered with the reed beds knew. The sun etching over the mysteries of the clouds knew. They all knew. Not us. We could not hear. We could not do. We are listening now, O winter of our life, deadwood of our forest. We are listening now. We will rise the sun anew and do better in the spring. We are listening now, renewing in the darkness we created. We will do better in the spring when we will know how, and forevermore and for love.
Thank you, Sarah Jane, for your offering. Your words have captured the essence of this time of year here on the peninsula and our drive for reconnection to the cycle of this sacred place beautifully. We ask that everyone take a moment to light your candle if you have one here with you today.
We are met here to honour the darkness of the longest night of the year, to celebrate the birth of new light, the sun child, the Marbon in the Druid tradition. We come together to honour a great mystery and to celebrate the beauty of light reborn.
The turning point of the whole world.
The time of nadir and rebirth.
I proclaim the time of greatest night.
The winter solstice is marked throughout the whole world, and it belongs not to one area or one people, but stands for truth universal. As one, we are in this circle and attend to honour and triumph the dark. Now is the time to mourn that which has finished and dying.
We may feel this darkness permeating many areas of our lives through fear, doubt, or loneliness. And yet in the still darkness, we become aware that the inner sun will rise again in our hearts through the symbol of the birth of the young one, the Marbon, who has been called Mithras, Christ, Arthur, Taliesin, those born at the time of greatest darkness.
Now is the time to acknowledge all that has gone before and is no more. The sun, which has warmed and lighted us through the wheel of the year, seems to stand still for several days. This is a time of living darkness.
The trees are bare, the earth is cold, and the sky black. From where could hope arise?
We are as far from the summer lands as ever we could be. It seems the very land around us is dead.
The cold and the dark have grown strong. We mourn the passing of the bright days.
Our eyes are wet with tears of dreams lost to the dark. Our inner vision is misted by grief.
The world is spiraling into darkness, lost to the light, with the sun veiled in a dark disguise.
Let the darkness of the longest night be felt symbolically. Please extinguish your candle if you have one with you. Only out of darkness does light arise. Let us close our eyes and shut out the world as the darkness does each long night. We stand at the center of a mysterious universe. Let the silence enfold us as we take a moment to feel the power of this place, the power of the circle around us, the track of the sun around the earth, the pulse of the earth beneath us, the power of life and of death.
We allow ourselves to sink into the depths of the earth, deep into the darkness, where the crystals shine like stars in the night sky, where we let go of all our fears and anxieties, all our ill health and worries, resting in the warm, dark earth that feeds and holds and nourishes us. Under our land here, we have rivers and hot springs. We can sit by them in the darkness, feel the warmth on the cold night as the fire. We can take a moment among the limestones with the cleansing nature of the stones and the water beneath us. Then we become aware of one tiny light in that darkness, knowing it is in the center of our own being. It is the center of the universe, the galaxy. The light begins to shine and we feel it radiate from our own heart, full of light, to fill our whole body. We feel that light radiating out into the world around us, to our families and communities, to the lands that we are on this evening or this morning. And imagining that light being extended as love to the countries and the world where we live, and to all the people at this time of year. And we'll just take a quiet moment to imagine that love radiating from the universe into us, from the earth into us, and then back out to the whole world. When you're ready, take a breath, feel your body back in the world we live in. Open your eyes when you're ready. And when we are all back in the apparent world, we will continue with our ceremony, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah Jane. Let us witness the birth of the youngest one, the Marbon, from the womb of the Great Mother is born in silence and weakness as the smallest lights in this midnight of the year.
I come to this place as a child of future generations. My gift is the gentle flame of hope that each new life brings into this world. I and those who follow me ask that those of you who gave us life protect this sacred flame. You who are the earthly guardians of wisdom, unite together in peace and harmony to protect this planet, our home. This we ask for the children of the world.
Let the sun shine upon earth, that the Son of Light may be reborn.
Let the sun reflect in waters, that their blessings be redoubled.
Let the sun shimmer in air, that breath may bring new life.
Let the sun fire our minds, warm our hearts, and light our spirit.
See how from the one source of all life, light and love, our own tiny flames have been kindled. Feel the strength of those flames united. Within our daily lives, let us unite our thoughts and our actions with all those who work for peace in this world, with all those who work to build a safer environment for the generations to come.
I would like to offer a poem titled Winter Solstice, the author unknown. The time of the year with the great darkness. Nature slumbers in the quiet starkness. The trees are bare, the earth is asleep. The silence and stillness run truthful and deep. Recognize that as the earth is resting, it bestows on you its greatest blessing. That from winter comes spring and life once again, for the wheel of nature spins with no end. Take ease in these cycles, honest and true. Have faith in the rhythm of nature for you. Realize that harmony comes from within, and know all is well as the new cycle begins.
Thank you, Deb, for sharing the poem. A lovely reminder to embrace the natural cycles of our earth and taking time in these shorter days to reflect and connect. It is the hour of recall, As the fire dies down, let it be relit in our hearts. May our memories hold what the eye and ear have gained.
Let us all recite the Druids' vow. We swear by peace and love to stand, heart to heart and hand in hand. Mark, O Spirit, and hear us now, confirming this our sacred vow. We swear by peace and love to stand, heart to heart and hand in hand. Mark, O Spirit, and hear us now, confirming this our sacred vow. We swear by peace and love to stand, heart to heart and hand in hand. Mark, O Spirit, and hear us now, confirming this our sacred vow.
Wow.
May the spirits of the four directions be thanked for their blessings.
With the blessing of the boobook owl soaring upon the southern winds, guiding it forth, we give thanks to the powers of the south. May we remember to work with the energies around us, for they will surely guide us forth.
With the blessing of the short-beaked echidna, taking nourishment and grounding from the earth, we give thanks to the powers of the west. May we remember to take the time to rest, grounded upon the earth, and live according to our schedule, not that of others.
With the blessing of the brown falcon, its fearless passion and pursuit, and its intelligence, we give thanks to the powers of the north. May we remember that with control and forethought, we will surely reach our goals.
With the blessing of the humpback whale, going with the ebb and flow of the current along its path, we give thanks to the powers of the east. May we remember to enjoy the ebb and flow around us in that deeper knowledge that life has its ups and downs.
May the harmony of the land be complete.
May the blessings of the Great Spirit be always with us. The circle is uncast. I declare this ceremony of the winter solstice is closed in the apparent world. May its inspiration continue within our beings. Thank you all for joining us in this celebration.
We would like to end by acknowledging and crediting the content of this ritual being adapted from the official Alban ceremony of the Order of Bards, Ovates and Druids, as well as from the Autoria version from the Book of Ritual. We thank the authors and credit their work.
Well, thank you everyone for joining us. And I'd love to thank the Mornington Oak Circle Seed Group for this wonderful ceremony. So now it's time for you all to bid your farewells. Starting with you, Helen, I think. Oh, Deb, sorry.
Thanks, Jan. Good night to everybody. Have a peaceful, long night and look forward to the light coming back into your lives in the morning.
Good night, everyone. Thanks for joining us. Wishing everyone the blessings of the winter solstice and to our family in the north of the summer solstice. Thank you.
Thank you for the organisers of this ritual, and blessings of Alban Arthan in the southern hemisphere and Alban Heffen in the northern hemisphere.
Thank you to everyone who's been a part of this ritual tonight, and thank you to our host of the Mornington Peninsula for having me. I would bid you all a warm winter solstice blessing and a bright summer solstice blessing for those in the north. Farewell.
would like to say blessings on this solstice night, winter in the south and summer in the north. Thank you and good night.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight, and a big thank you to Jan for being our host for this evening, and all the volunteers for giving up their time to be a part of our ritual. Many blessings and light for all for the solstice, whether it be winter or summer. Thank you all and take care. Bye.
And it's farewell from me too. I hope you all enjoyed the ceremony, and blessings of the solstice to all of you.